Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We've been doing Eden runs and we've been crushing it lately. Let's keep crushing it Gary Vaynerchuk style. Can I actually move? Yes, I can. So we got... It's a good run. I give this like a 5.5 to a 6, which I think is completely okay. Poor speed, poor rate of fire, maybe slightly better than average damage, great HP, good spacebar item. That's good enough. You know, it's not a 10. Obviously, this is not a 10. I'm not trying to be ungrateful. By saying that this is a 5.5, I'm just being honest about the, my appraisal of the situation as it stands. We have a spacebar item that is pretty okay. It contributes to a transformation that actually gives us some benefit. We have 12 bombs, which actually, you might think I'm gassing you up here, but I'm not. I think having a lot of bombs in the early game, especially if your DPS is not that good, is actually pretty useful when it comes to not completely screwing the pooch. Okay, so how that worked is sort of beyond me, but the Haunt is totally screwed. Even if he doesn't actually get hit by a bomb, the fires will just tear him up, so he's well and truly dusted. Just try not to get hit at all. Easy money. 3 bombs, we get a speed upgrade, takes us up to 1.23. And honestly, we could probably leave this floor, but let's try to get enough money to make an arcade happen. That's something that we can leverage to our advantage for certain. Certainly, I would suggest, we got a long way to go on this run. I mean, damage is not terrible, but our DPS is pretty bad. 12 rate of fire is not awful, but it's got a lot of room to grow. For being 100% frank right now. Which Frank? I don't know. I can't think of that many Franks off the top of my head. Frank Stallone, that's Sylvester Stallone's brother. Perhaps most famous to contemporary audiences for his role in that Tim and Eric sketch where he sang, "We're turning your bedroom back into the computer room. And it makes good sense, it's the only way. You can sleep out on the couch until you find a place." Anyway, you get the idea. Frank Stallone. He looks like Sylvester. I mean, it makes sense, they are brothers. Siblings. I mean, they're brothers, but I meant like the not in the brothers from another mother sort of way. They have the same mother is what I'm trying to suggest here. At least to the best of my knowledge. Anyway, I don't know. We haven't done like anything on this floor of note except for get a speed upgrade. And this is probably our second secret room. Like I'm looking for potential advantages here, but I kind of feel like we're hemmed in on all sides. Like there's just not a lot of... There's not a lot of things to leverage here until literally just now where we picked up 27 cents and a luck upgrade for the cost of 2 bombs. That's pretty good. That's better than average response from throwing a couple of bombs out there into the ether, I would suggest. So blow this up, get a Spirit Heart. There you go. That's almost enough for the win by itself unless we lose it really quickly here. And I say that because, I mean... The deal with the devil, especially considering how much HP we have, probably gives us, you know what, just dust it. Gives us a few different inroads that could take us to greatness. So, moving box, I don't hate it at all. And I've used it, at least on one occasion, to like very good effect. I don't think it's like particularly great necessarily, but it is interesting. So I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna try to destroy Monstro here as best as I know how. So we're gonna, if possible, get him to jump onto this fire, or we can bring the fire to him. That might do it right there. Okay. Good deal with the devil. Cat of Nine Tails giving us the damage upgrade we want. We really don't want anything here, so it's looking more and more like a deal with the angel run. So how did we make... What is that? Filigree Feather Angelic Spoils. Well, if we're going deals with the angel, that was very close, then that seems like pretty okay. But I believe what we did with this was we stacked up all the items we didn't want, and then we used a black rune to turn them all into stats upgrades. And then like Swallowed Penny was involved somehow, some way. I keep coming up with funky ass stuff like every single day. So I don't really... We're kind of waiting on, like, a black rune existing, but you can make some pretty cool moving box plays. Let's be honest. Book of Sin is not part of my long-term plans. I don't care about that bomb, free or otherwise. It's... Oh, my God. I mean, the thing is, you want to suck it up. hilariously enough, because then you can double everything that you've sucked up. So we're creating a monster. This is a strange situation. I know I keep saying that, but this is a Zane that almost, like, you have to be organized in your zaniness here, which is a foreign concept for me, because moving box, I really don't understand the value of it outside of this exact situation. Like, being able to carry bad items together is only good if you can find a way to productively do something with them eventually, like get a D6, for example. You know, a D100 would work. A cracked dice would work, but you need some way to get them all to pop off. So it's really only plausible if you have a situation in which your stats are already decent. You know what? I'm out. Take me out of here. We've already seen our shop, and we know that there's nothing else available in it, so... okay, well, and we're not even done with this floor yet. I mean, just let me go, okay? Sanitarium. Let me be. Please. I'm just begging you here. Curse of the Maze, please. Oh, he's done it. Second secret room. I'll use the bombs. Let's get out of here. Ace of Hearts. You know, it's pretty bad, but maybe one day we'll find a reason to use it. Okay, Caves 1. How the heck do you make this work? Well, we are looking for... help me. We're looking for a black rune, a void item, anything along those lines. And actually, I'm not skeptical about our chances of getting one. I'm a little conservative. I'd say we have, like, you know, probably a better than 50% chance. Oh, that was rough. But it's not guaranteed that we'll get one, for certain. But I think that, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if we picked up a black rune. Especially if we get a rune bag or something like that. It makes it that much more likely. Without that, we really should just go with Swallowed Penny, which is actually Crooked Penny. In general, you probably want to use that to take out the source instead of what we did, but these guys have got to go. Something's got to go. Something's got to go here, dude. We've done it. Okay. Yeah, otherwise we don't really get much benefit, and we should just go with what we've got already. Which, you know, Swallowed Penny is probably the... Crooked Penny, I should say, is probably one of the best items in the game. Even if it doesn't pop off for you in the situation in which you wanted to pop off the most, on average, you're going to get a lot more out of that item than that item gets out of you. Which is a nonsensical statement, but you sort of get the idea I'm getting at, hopefully. Anyway, just keep crushing them here. Daddy Longlegs will buy you some time. The only thing bad about our present situation really is our rate of fire. Even our damage is pretty good. And our future potential is off the charts if we can get Black Rune. You want to be able to suck up items you don't want is the thing. So, oh, I should have killed that guy when I had the chance. So we can get Daddy Longlegs to break the stalemate here. I mean, that was nice, thank you. You did take out 2 of those silkworms, but... didn't even take damage. Kind of a surprise to me. Not gonna blow those up because I want to save our bombs for basically the boss room. Actually, I should save... we don't need to save 1 bomb for the angel statue, but... I mean, it would be nice to have the chance to fight the angel statue just to get Mega Satan happening on a run that isn't a daily. But it's not essential. Remember, by the way, to suck up an item, we need 2 charges, because we need to put everything down, and then we need to pick everything back up. I guess the other thing you could use the moving box for is if you have a D20 or something like it, you could put all the consumables that you could ever get in one room together, and then, you know, accomplish things that way, but... these all strike me as pretty low percentage plays, although... the moving box is one of those rare, super fringe case items where we completely, like, got the dream case to work the first time we ever had it. I was trying my best, but... I mean, now I'm just throwing some HP away, sadly, but please give me something decent. Yeah, I mean, Latchkey, it gives us the Spirit Hearts. And the luck upgrade's not going to hurt either, but we really did get the, like, the dream scenario, where we had so many items we didn't want, we sucked them all up, we deposited them, doubled them with the Crooked Penny, and then used a Black Rune to suck it all up as stat upgrades. And that was, like, absurd. And that's probably fairly unlikely to happen again, but If it did, I'd be a happy camper. We've already found our secret room, so we know it's not going to be adjacent to the cursed room, sadly. Okay. So, blow this up. Hear me out here. This is kind of like a weird situation. Buy trinket smelter. Smelt your trinket. Grab moving box. Suck up trinket smelt. Oh, you put everything down. Grab this. Suck it all up. Okay. I don't know. Maybe those things that are in those items are all getting charges the entire time we're holding them in moving box. We should check on that next time, maybe. I did sacrifice a spirit heart to come in here. I was kind of looking for a way out, if I'm being honest. Like a way, something that maybe like the Pact or the Mark or something like that could have given us something good. But it's not like it's a bad run. It's just kind of for now. And if we don't ever get a chance to get deals with the Angel, I think that that's a problem. I also have no idea what our trinket that we just smelted does, but, you know, it said Angel Spoils, so I'm assuming that, you know, it doesn't look like it gives us a better chance of getting a deal with the Angel, so I'm guessing that it makes Angel rooms better, which also is in keeping with the theme of, like, the whole most recent booster pack, so can certainly understand where they're coming from on that one. This feels like it's probably a secret room, but do you really want to go to a secret room? Might want to... we probably could have left and then pushed that bomb again, but that's okay. I'm thinking we want to use our bomb to find a tinted rock and, like, a tinted rock alone. Because I need... or to kill boss, I guess, but I need to maintain our maximum plausible chance of getting a deal with the devil. So we could throw the items down here and then suck up those... I guess that's another thing I hadn't considered. You could use the moving box to suck up consumables that you otherwise couldn't get, like those ones right there. And then you could deposit them in an area that's gettable, but you could do that for items as well, I suppose. Sometimes you do get items that are, like, marooned on an island, basically, that you can't access unless you can fly. And oftentimes, you know, super early in the game, you don't have that luxury. So, I think it's probably, like, very low percentage that we'd have the opportunity to get one of those situations early. But if it happens, it happens. Rom Mega. This boss is kind of poopy. I wish he had just been Gertie. Rom Mega. Never let me get a deal with the Angel. Please. I mean, Daddy Longlegs crapped on him, but I got hit. I got hit in a bad situation. I'll admit that was, like, very preventable, but it looks like it's gonna be kind of a rough and tumble run here. I should say, you know, 100%. I mean, because you gotta put everything down first to suck it all up, but you get the idea. You know what? Let's do that. We need to keep these to get the charge. I mean, that's going to be charged, obviously. Is this charged? It's not charged. They don't get charges when they're in the box. That's them. It's sensible, unfortunately. And then we'll suck everything up in there. And then as a result of sucking everything up in there, we'll also add 4 cents to our equation that we can pick up the next time we put these down. And we have enough rooms left. We should be able to get a battery charge. If we can't, though, that's going to be real nasty. I don't think we want the rainbow worm. It's just sort of not that good. Okay, it's almost like a blessing that we see that there's more rooms down here, so I should be able to get a full charge. I mean, if I didn't at this point, it would be very surprising. Ace of Spades is also pretty good. If we're in dire need of some keys. We could turn all the pennies into keys and then suck them up, but it's not worth anything, to be honest with you. That's what we needed, is Black Rune right there. So now, like, this run has taken on a new dimension now. Just keep Black Rune, and we still have to get to our item room as well. Our shop is probably not likely, but our item room is very plausible. So we could, if we wanted to, pop Black Rune early, and the only consequence... I love the Tears Up, although it's not much. I hate the knockback. But I love to watch it leave. I mean, what I'm getting at it here is there's a trade-off. Could be worse, sadly. Our luck is like a luxury stat. If it's good and you care about it, then your run's probably going all right to begin with. Feels like a secret room, huh? Well, we should pick up all this stuff. There's like one more room left here. I mean, we should try to get to boss rush. We're kind of leaving that decision to the last minute here, or, you know, one of the later minutes, but it is somewhat sensible to try to get to boss rush, not only because of the moving box, which could pick up all the items in boss rush, but also because of black room, which could then suck up all the items. But we might be a little too late to even make that decision, but we're gonna try. And I'm kind of looking at this run, the longer we wait to use black rune, the more value it'll probably provide for us, but the relative value of what it provides for us is going to change, you know, it's going to oscillate, it's going to fluctuate rapidly, potentially. Like, a man in the desert, a bottle of water might be worth $1 million to him. Are we in a statistical desert right now with respect to our attributes? Not quite. I mean, 5.49 damage is not terrible. 11 rate of fire is not terrible. 4 HP on Necropolis 1, it's not terrible, but it's approaching terribleness. You know, it could be there. In a way, you know, having a jack of all trades, master of none run and Isaac doesn't really work as well as you might think. Like, if your tiers are 7 and your damage is 9, then that's a little different than if your tiers are 11 and your damage is 5.5. But Daddy Longlegs does buy us some time here. Plenty of battery charges, so we can suck up a lot of items here if we get the opportunity. But we want to pick up items that are good for us right out the bat. Dude, this king champion here, it's absurd. Does that thing drop a battery charge when it dies? You should not have lived that long. It doesn't make any sense. Just let Daddy Longlegs do the dirty work for you here, because otherwise you're gonna take damage. It's just like, if you break the poop, you're gonna take damage. Or if you break this poop right here, I mean, you're gonna take damage. Just let him do the job for you. If we had done anything else there, we probably would have been hit. And then we would have lost our deal with the angel chance, and then that might have tilted me into taking even more bad damage over the course of the run. You know, it's just, there's a potential cascading effect there. So we want this. It's not much, but it's a little damage and it's a little HP. We don't need the money right now either, so I'm just saving our all of our charges, including the one that we have active right now, until we know if we can get some value out of what we got. Chariot card, very, very useful. This floor is really where it's all going to come down to right here. We don't need a great deal with the angel, but it would be really, really, really nice to get one. Come on, Daddy Longlegs. Daniel Day-Lewis. Hook me up. Hit the right enemies. We're not going to make boss rush. I've given up on that pipe dream to a minor extent. I'd really rather not use the chariot card right now. You know, we could have a greed fight coming up. We could have a disagreed fight coming right up. This, if nothing else, should, like, give you a hint about how this run looks right now, because the fact that we are unable to kill double Chubb here in any conceivable and sensible time frame, I think it tells you everything you need to know, which is that we're circling the turlet right now. Or to put it in other words, I'm not sick, but I'm not well. Give me some damage. That'd be swell. You know, there you go. Something going on there. I love the luck upgrades. I mean, I guess I can pay money to pick up the compass. Tells us where to go. Got a mini boss back there. We should probably just, I mean, we need to go back for Black Rune. So let's go do that. I don't know. I'm feeling all of the burns simultaneously. This really feels like if we can just play well for like 2 more rooms, beat the boss without getting hit, the world's our oyster. But if we mess it up, it could be that the world's our turlet. I mean, we should have... okay. Just be cool. He did go over the fire for about, you know, negative 1.26 seconds. I mean, I hid. I really did. I hid as best as I thought I could. We still got an 11% chance of getting a deal of any sort. That's not horrible. It's not great, though. Come on. I mean, Pacifier's good. Our rate of fire is now... in fact, Pacifier might actually be great. Our rate of fire is good enough to maybe justify it. Let's head down and find out. By the way, I may have made a big mistake on that floor. If there was a Spirit Heart in the shop, we should have bought it. Don't let me just get off scot-free for that one. That would have been a very, very important, potentially, like, if not game-winning, like, game-helping a great deal sort of situation. So, that would be what I would consider to be a fairly major mistake. But it could have slipped my mind. It does happen, as you're, I'm sure, well aware. But there might also not have been a Spirit Heart in there. But if I was implicitly running on bravado, not a good idea. Unless you're singing Helicopter by by Block Party. Great song. Classic, all-time classic. So we're gonna spit everything out here. We might as well take the money. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna spend our next charge sucking everything up because we got IV bag out of this, which we don't really want, but it is another stat upgrade eventually because of Black Rune. So there's huge positives there. And I'm hoping that the one Spirit Heart we picked up from Pacifier is going to do the job here. Certainly, like, no greed in our shop would be nice, but I wouldn't... Ooh, it's a little tight there, honestly. I mean, we could suck that up, but we need another couple of charges. So we're going to have to look at that as kind of like a balance, I think, as we get over there. Because this... there should be a battery charge in the shop if there's no greed fight. And then we'll tackle it from that point onwards. We don't need to suck up the boss items, for example. And we've already missed boss rush, so that's not as much of a concern. Straight up, this is an easy decision. You buy the Spirit Heart. We have no reason to take theirs options, or more options. We have a reason to take theirs options, albeit not a huge one. And actually, if there's a bomb for sale, we should buy one of those as well. But first, we're going to go over here, and we're going to suck it all up. Are we going to suck up Samson's Chain? I think we got more than enough rooms, given the extra battery charge. So sure, I think we'll suck it up. So we're going to suck up everything here. Samson's Chain is interesting, but it's not good enough to make it into the rotation. So we got to spit everything out in that room, and then we got to suck it up again. If we get another bomb, you just use it on that situation right there. Just to make sure we have enough charges. I can't imagine we wouldn't. I mean, there you go right there. I'll just buy it, because there's no point to saving our money right now. Spit everything out. Leave. We don't have, like, a really impressive haul right now, but the point is, this could all go horribly wrong, but you know me. Same old G. So what I'm going to do is use Crooked Penny to try to double everything. And if it turns into nothing, then the whole gambit failed. But you got to try. I mean, what kind of person would I be if I didn't try to shoot the moon on this one? That's right, I'd be a capital P piece of garbage. It's like you're starting a sentence with piece of garbage. It's a proper noun. So this is just a smart Isaac trade that I wish I didn't have to make. But 2 bombs for 3 bombs and some money and some keys. Sure, I mean, it's a good deal. If that's how you spent your Sunday afternoon, is making that deal on Craigslist, you'd be like, you know, my side hustle's going all right. But it's not the sort of thing that single-handedly puts us in the win column. I think we're ready to leave this floor. Again, at this point, actually no conceivable way to make boss rush. Oh, that was really dumb. 3 bombs does give us some extra damage we could pop out against Mom, but, like, dude, Daddy Longlegs is, like, actually hot trash against Mom. And Blue Mom is the worst possible outcome. but we can persevere. We've had a few different opportunities that haven't been the easiest bosses, you know? Like, Brownie's not the easiest boss. And then to go up against Blue Mom sucked. And, you know, even Raw Mega, who was actually Rag Mega, wow, kind of a jerk. But at some point, you gotta, like, you gotta own it, right? That was bad, but we did get her at least to land on the fire. The fire, the fire! We're so close! Come on! Dang it! He's done it! It's a deal with the devil. Honestly, that might be for the best. I mean, I'm not thrilled about the items, but I'll take Guppy anyway. In the hopes of making more happen in the future. But man, oh man, I'm starting to think after this floor is where we take the plunge. I think this is what we did last time as well, but I'm starting to think that the right way that you handle this is you just go, you beat the boss, you see what there is to go in the boss room and the deal with the devil room if possible, and then you, from that point onwards, probably just go for the doubling to kill all doublings from Crooked Penny. It's not as big as the last one, and of course there's a 50% chance it gives us nothing. It's an idiotic decision. What I'm about to do is an idiotic decision. Not from like a public safety, don't try this at home standpoint, but from like a, if you're worried about winning the run standpoint, if that's your number one priority is winning, don't do this. It's a 50%, you're at like a 3 out of 10, and you could take like a guaranteed 5 out of 10, which is probably good enough for the win. You're taking a 50% chance at a 6, and a 50% chance of staying at a 3. The optics do not make sense. But we're doing it because I also, like, from a meta perspective, am running a business, and the right thing to do in the entertainment business is to entertain people. So we're gonna throw caution to the wind. And we're gonna try. Nobody's, you know, watching this episode going, oh, I wish NL would be a little bit more conservative on with his approach here. It'd be really nice if he, like, this is not golf. This is esports, baby. That's nothing against golf. Maybe at Win 99 we'll be playing golf, but this ain't golf yet. I hope we can make it golf one day. I mean, it's unlikely, but I wanted to check because we have a very, very outside chance at the Guppy Dream. And I'm talking like, we need this floor to give us a deal with the devil, which is a 1/3 chance. Then it has to have Guppy items while Krampus is still alive. And like, you know, we're starting to get into some unlikely situations there is what I'm trying to get at. But Bloodbag would be nice. I mean, if I'm being frank with you, we could use the HP. As sad as that may sound. I also do not necessarily think we're guaranteed to be able to beat the boss of this floor with half a red heart and 1 spirit heart. So I'm going to be a little bit more conservative than you might normally see me being here. That's fine. We'll go back and get some more. That's great. Thank you very much. This nation owes you a great debt. Now shut up and let me do my job. Okay. 1.43 speed. Now we're talking. Knockback, still pretty bad. But only apparent on rooms like that. So this is really going to be our moneymaker right here. Maybe that judgment will never pay. I should have blown up the judgment. That's actually just like the correct decision. Wow. I did not get hit there. I basically just should have. So you're going nowhere. You died first? Are they immune to fire? Am I losing my mind? We didn't beat the odds, and that's okay. This is still the moment of truth. We drop the coat hanger, or we pick up the coat hanger, sorry. We drop everything else. We pick this up. Come on. Let's go! Oh. Dun 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 dun. Wow. Okay. I mean, The sweet isn't as sweet without the sour, baby. You gotta know that that's a chance going in. It does hurt though, but you know, our rate of fire has picked up. Our rate of fire has almost tripled since I was complaining about it. So it's not like this run's got no prospects. It just whiffed a little bit on the crooked penny play, but still, I wouldn't change it. My heart, like, actually started beating a little faster during that. And you know what? To get that experience in Isaac in this day and age for me, worth every penny. Get it? Because we got 1 penny from the... dun, 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 dun. Wow. Okay. You gotta go. Double that. Okay, well, you know, at some point you're gonna have to work with me here. I wanted to get to 10 cents, because then I was like, this guy's guaranteed gonna pay out. 1 cent. Not so much, huh? Okay, well, get dusted, Yun. He gave us money, but we don't really care about money at this point. We're gonna head down to the next floor, and we're still fine, is the thing. Like, it's gonna be, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a little touchy here, but it's not a terrible run. It's not like I'm on the womb like I can't kill anything. It's just gonna be a little slower than average. You know, we got okay damage, although the damage is kind of a sore spot. We got good HP, although not great HP, but our rate of fire is now probably stellar. So it buys us a little bit of leeway. Not a ton. You know, this isn't a run that I would say, oh, if you're like a beginning Isaac player, you would win this run too. This is like an intermediate finish, I'd say. But, you know, we got the protocols, we got the skills to pay the bills occasionally. No, not me and KG. We haven't got the cognitive capacity to lead. All right, we'll do it. We'll continue our streak. We will continue our streak. Okay, well, I mean, we can't go to the curse room yet because we need to maximize deal with the devil chances, because that could work out very nicely for us. 1 spirit heart now works for us to do that. Don't hurt yourself on these, please. Perks is fine. Range down is irrelevant. 48-hour energy does not matter yet, but could in the future. I was hoping he paid out with something and we could double it, but... So we got a lot of blood bank opportunities. Just gonna tell you straight up, that's fool's gold right now. This is what you're looking for. So you pick up 2 spirit hearts. We could have tried for another doubling, but let's not get too fancy here. This is where we pull the run out of our butts, basically. You should go little on this one. Not much. Just, you gotta give the game a chance to be nice to you before you yell at it for being mean to you. Here you go. Grab this sack of spirit heart. What do you get? 2 spiders. Not a good payout, but it only cost us 1 spirit heart. So now we go back and grab this. 2 black runes, like which we could try to create with Swallowed Penny, is actually which is actually Crooked Penny, is actually an interesting decision, because it's one of the few things that doesn't provide us with a benefit from. That was such a panic drop, but at least we can get some value. It doesn't provide us with any value via being doubled. You know, it's not like we can suck up an item twice. We could suck up on 2 different opportunities, but we're really trying to use this to maximize 1 opportunity as much as possible. So. Small rock is also, dude, shake what your mama gave you on that one. So we got a better rate of fire. I never should have been hit there. That's my bad, but better rate of fire and better damage. And our speed can absorb the penalty here. So that's, like, fantastic. And our rate of fire has broken the cap. So what we need to do now is kill Mom before she does attacks that can hit me. And I don't think that's going to happen. The less enemies she summons, the better. But really, just turn on good Northernlion right now. Beams. I guessed right on the beams, and that's going to save us. Oh. No deal, though. 72% chance culminates in no deal. You know what? That's why it's called 72% chance, not 100% certainty. And I'll just go ahead and say it. We got to look for the dice room here just for curiosity's sake. But I want to point out before I say this, because people are going to take this out of context, even though I'm going to give you this little preamble here. We have gotten a little unlucky on this run. bad bosses, like some of the hardest bosses in the game, to perfect. And we've gotten them with no spirit hearts. Okay, just cool your jets here. And then, like, very poor spirit heart generation throughout the entire run. And then not getting a deal with the angel, forcing us to pay HP. At least I felt like it was forcing us to pay HP for the future prospect that never really came to fruition via Guppy's collar. You know, we never got another deal with the devil after that, is what I'm trying to say. I think we did get some bad rolls here. A lot of bad rolls. More bad rolls than we get on average. All of that being said, we should still win. Even with the bad rolls, we could have played better. And we've ended up creating a run that is still good. It's better than fine. It took a little while to get there, but it is better than fine now. Daddy Longlegs, straight up, I'll just tell you straight up. Actually the least favorite enemy in the game. Because he does some damage that is nearly unavoidable. That possibly could have gotten me there. You gotta take him out. I mean, no, I'm not ready to go. Thank you, permanent Polaroid invincibility. Please, he's dusted. Okay, play it cool. Nothing to worry about. That room, taking hits twice, is fine. The real problem was the room 2 rooms before that. Let Daddy Longlegs do his job. Let's go! That's what we're looking for. We got oh, Jesus! We got 80 damage. That's pretty solid. We got the Miter, 2020. Ipecac, in case you didn't notice. Jacob's Ladder. And the Ankh, which is actually fantastic. Oh, and Kidney Stone, which is pretty terrible, if I'm being honest, in this configuration, but... Right? Yeah, should have saw that coming. Should have seen that coming. Our range is I'm not sure if we improved ourselves here. But we do still have Black Rune. And we went from... It's Mom's Eye, or whatever is shooting out behind us here. That's actually hell. But thank you, Infamy. Thank you, Infamy, again. Are you seeing my problem here? Because my problem is that I cannot shoot. There's so many situations where if I shoot, I'm guaranteed to take damage. So, like, there's occasionally situations in which I can survive, but not too many. This is still really bad. In fact, it almost might be worse. But maybe not. I don't know. It's a wild one, man. This run has changed. It's like the game ain't the same. Certainly, if we hit an enemy, they're in a rough spot. I mean, they're taking some damage. It's everything leading up to that scares me. If we get past Isaac, we use Black Rune, maybe you get, like, we could use the range upgrade, honestly. We have 7 range. 7 range! That's terrible! And then on top of that, our tears explode. So, you know, it's a rough situation right now. Hey, but we got a luck upgrade, so, you know, it ain't all bad. Oh. In my defense, the speed is also really bad. Like, that almost got us there. Okay, what do we got? Should have known it was just question marks at this point, but... What can you do? Except for just accepting that you're gonna take a hit there, what can you do? If you don't shoot, you're gonna get hit. Several red hearts, please. Okay, I mean, you just blow them up. Tammy's head. There's no way that Tammy's head is anything but awful for us, but you gotta try. Like, maybe you can kill the boss. I actually cannot get far enough away. This is a serious problem. I don't think I can get far enough away to use Tammy's head. So Mom's bottle of pills, we'll go back for it, assuming we survive this. We got Kidney Stone. Kidney Stone is actually like an enormous punishment. I can't stress that enough. It looks like we're gonna survive. Holy crap, we lived. Okay, so you can't take, unless you get like, I mean, I was gonna say unless you get Unicorn Stump, but that's nonsensical. You gotta take this. Even though this has a low expected value, there's nothing else you can roll with here that makes any dang sense. You just gotta go with this. And then you're just praying for luck here. Sure, okay, I mean, you really should blank card Black Rune. And that's a 0.25 range upgrade. You might as well use Kidney Stone here, where you can at least be in a safe environment. Why on earth would you go to the small room? Thank the Lord. Oh, that's unaffordable damage. I don't want to use Kidney Stone. Because I can't. Oh my god, I lived. I thought I was dead, actually. I can't shoot. I can't shoot. This is the end of this streak. I've come to terms with it now. I got a shot out into the wild. It's Kidney Stone. Yeah, I mean, I'm not that cheesed. I'm not sure what we could have done. And the guy who killed me, he's so cute. How could you look at that face and hate it? But, dude, that was rough. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We'll go back to random runs for now just to mix it up a little bit. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Dang, 6 rooms?